Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to see many to many mapping. So for many to many mapping I have an example here. The project is I have created a project for student and course. There are two entity tables. In the last video we learned one to many mapping. So for that we'll take an customer and order table, similar as we'll taken here student and course table, but this time we're going to see many to many mapping for this. And here this is the student entity class. The student entity class name is, I'm given the table name is students. Whenever I'm run this project, the table name automatically set as student. And next I have created two columns, id and name. After that, I'm sending the data for course table. Whenever I insert the student details, automatically I have sent the data to the course table. So for that I have creating a set object here, which is hash set, and the generic type is course for the course entity class. And here I have set many to many mapping. The fetch type is lazy, and cascade type is persist and merge. You can also use cascade type is all, that also you can use. Here in this case persist means you can inserting the data, and merging means we can merge the two tables. Also, not only the student and the course table, whenever I inserting the data to the students, the course table will get the record. Also we merging the two tables. Here I'm using a join table, and the name is student course. The table name is student course, and the join columns are, first I have taken a join column from the first table, which is student. The column I have taken from the first table, I have taken a column as student id, and the inverse join column, which is a foreign key of second table, course id. So first one is a primary key from the student table, and the second one is the foreign key from the course table. So in this way you can create a third table also. Let's going to see in the database. So student table will all automatically create whenever we run the project, and the course table also automatically create whenever we run the project, as well as the student and course table automatically will create whenever we insert the value in the student. Okay. So it only having the links, I mean only it having the relationship of two table columns. So from the first table it having the relationship of student id, the second table it having the relationship of course id. Student id is the primary key from the student table, and course id is the foreign key from the course table. Here I already inserted two records, Revanth and Selvan, and for that the courses of Revanth and Selvan is mathematics, physics, Python, and Java. One difference is the relationship column is not here; it is present in the student course table. So here we will get the understanding of courses. First course and second course will taken by Selvan, and second course and third course and fourth course taken by Revanth. Sorry, I have changed. First course and second course taken by Revanth, and third course and fourth course taken by Selvan here. So we'll understand here simply, in both the way you can inserting the record multiply. For example, this is the JSON code from the student entity. Okay, from the student entity also you can insert the data multiply for the courses. Okay, for a single student take a multiple courses. By that same way, from the course table also you can able to insert the data course entity. Okay, course table also you can insert the data multiply. So one single course studying multiple students, it will also return back to the students table. From the student to course you can sending multiple records. Also from the course table to student table also you can send the multiple records. By that same way, whenever we inserting the single student, you can commonly you can insert the multiple courses also fine. Other things are similar to one to many records only. We have exception classes for course and student, course not found and student not found. And also we have a repository of course repository and student repository, and also we have a service classes for course service and student service, and including this we have a student and course service class. And next part we coming to the controller class. Here in the controller class, we have a student controller and course controller. Here I retrieving the record now. Let's going to the Postman API, students, get method. So I'm retrieving the record here. There are two records, Revant and Selvan. So here in the previous video, as I told you, what is the use of JSON managed reference annotation? So it is very simple to understand. It reducing the circular dependency. Circular dependency means nothing but whenever I'm mapping two tables, it automatically showing more tables. Like for example, in the orders table in the previous video example, let's. So I need to run that project. So that way I need to show you. I'm going to run this project one-to-many mapping in the last video. We're going to run this. And here also the JSON things are have to be given. JSON managed reference have to be given there also. Actually, JSON reference helps to reducing the circular dependencies. Like here, the records are automatically looping one another together. So it reducing that, and the records will showing normally. Yeah, that's why I want to show you this. These are all the examples of many to one mapping. Let's coming to the conclusion of these three things: one to many mapping and many to many mapping, and one to many mapping and many to many mapping. Right. So from this three mapping association, we can select any one mapping based on your project. For example, one customer putting order multiply. If you are creating one web application like ordering, purchasing e-commerce website, so in that case you can use one to many mapping. Or else you are if you are using any other things like multiple customers, multiple product, then you can use many to many mapping. So based on the requirement, project requirement, you can choose the mapping association. But in the Spring Boot, mapping association, mapping association is very very important. So without working with that, we cannot able to complete the entire web application backend project. So I hope these videos are very helpful to understand what is mapping and what are the types of mappings association. So in the upcoming videos, we're going to see the new features of upcoming topics of Spring Boot. Thank you, everyone.